Hello and welcome back to another installment to Pokefodder. This video is going to not be like a normal Jurassic World Alive video. There's going to be no gameplay. If you are looking for gameplay, you can catch me tomorrow morning on Twitch. Tomorrow's Wednesday from when I'm recording this video. And you can follow me on Twitter so that you will know exactly when it is that I'm going live. But in this particular video, I'm going to talk about the state of the game because we just had some really big news drop that normally I wouldn't report on, but I think in this case it actually warrants a video. So like I was saying, if you are looking for gameplay coverage, we have Mortem Rex coming up on Wednesday. I've got another video that I want to drop where we beat Mortem Rex last week using Spina Constrictor, and this isn't going to be the video for you if you're just looking for gameplay tips and tricks. What this video is going to be about is the state of the game, and if you will remember, if we go back in time a little bit, Gaming Beaver, who is the largest content creator as far as views and numbers goes, quit like right before 2.0 came out. At 1.9 he just finally reached a point kind of in the middle of a video. He said, I'm done, like I'm tired of boosts, this isn't fun anymore. And he said he might still make content, but for the most part, he's done. And then version 2.0 came out and it put some new life back in the game for Gaming Beaver. I'm not sure that he's doing weekly videos even at this point, but he's definitely doing some coverage of the new update, specifically the Mortem Rex raids, which are a nice addition to the game for sure. But the point of me going back in time is to say that the game has kind of reached a point where people were starting to get frustrated with it, and it was not holding people's attention or entertainment anymore. And Gaming Beaver was a huge voice in this community, and so for him to leave was kind of a big deal. But there were more people than just Gaming Beaver who were starting to grow tired of the game, who were starting to waver in their commitment to everything that it takes to be successful in the game. And a lot of those critics became silent when 2.0 came out because it was something fresh and something new, and they were willing to give the game another try. But here we are, like 4 weeks since the launch of 2.0, and what I thought was a really good update on the surface, and I still think it has the potential to be a really good update, is starting to have a lot of flaws exposed. And it is okay for a product to have flaws. So I'm taking this game as a product. It's a consumer item, just like a car, just like a stereo, just like a computer, where it can have flaws, and people are willing to overlook that as long as the company behind it addresses those flaws in a timely manner. Unfortunately, Ludia is not addressing three really big flaws, and it is costing the game and the community in a big way. The first flaw that I want to discuss is instant invincibility. The move is flat out broken, and it can't be fixed, or it won't be fixed, or I don't even know what's going on. There was a point about a week ago where instant invincibility wasn't working at all, and I actually thought the game felt more balanced without that move in the game at all. But the way that the move is set up now, it is completely broken, and it has to be fixed ASAP because it's driving people away from the game. The next big flaw in the game kind of goes back to the instant invincibility, but it's a little bit bigger than that, and that is going to be Trichosaurus. Now, Trichosaurus isn't the best creature in the game. That's probably Ardensis maxima. But Trichosaurus alone completely eliminates one of the paper, rock, scissors mechanics of the game. Basically, the entire class of cunning creatures has been removed from the game because Trichosaurus does everything. It slows down cunning creatures. It removes their ability to dodge or shield. It removes the ability of cunning creatures to reduce damage. It always has the speed advantage over cunning creatures by slowing them down. And then it has instant invincibility on top of that. Basically, if you have a game that is centered around three major components, the paper, the rock, and the scissors, and you say, okay, paper is not even part of this game, you completely break down the entirety of what the game is built around. And that is what Trichosaurus is doing. And it hasn't been addressed. And there's been no word from Ludia as to if they're even going to address this, if they even see a problem. And the final big issue is going to be the ELO. Trophies won or trophies lost in a particular battle. If you will remember, I did a video last week on why you're not able to climb in the arena, and this is a big deal. Now, I don't understand all the inner workings of how the rank works. All I know is that it is very difficult to climb, and this particular problem has not gone unnoticed at the absolute highest ranks of the game. I referenced earlier how Gaming Beaver had left Jurassic World Alive just prior to 2.0. He's come back to do a little bit, but for the most part, he said, I'm kind of done creating content and I don't know if I'm coming back to it. Well, since the launch of 2.0, the best, most competitive alliance, the Apex Predators, had 2 people quit right away after 2.0. They're like, you know what, this doesn't work for us, we're out. That in and of itself is a pretty big deal, but it's overcomable. There are other people who can jump in and fill those spots, maybe not perfectly, but they can definitely fill their alliance back up to 50. But today, Jurassic World Alive lost a big piece of what it is. As of today, the 2 leaders of Apex Predators have quit the game. That's right. Practice Cat and IDGT have both taken the batteries out of their drone and are done darting dinosaurs. And you might be asking yourself, well, what difference does that make to me? It should make a lot of difference to you because they are the leaders of the top ranked alliance in this entire game. And if they have reached the point where they're like, I'm out, I'm done, because of the problems that I've mentioned before, that is most likely going to cause a domino effect of a lot of people who are teetering between should I stay or should I go? Because when the highest level players start to lose faith in a game, other people lose faith in the game, and that sways their decision on if they're going to stay or not. Now, I'm not just saying this because Practice Cat and IDGT are friends of mine in the game. I'm saying it because I like this community. I enjoy this game. It has some big problems, and as far as I can tell, those problems have been brought up to Ludia, and Ludia has said something along the lines of, no, everything seems to be working as it should, or we're working on things, we just don't have a solution for it yet. And at some point, that answer is not good enough. And somewhere along the lines, over the past couple days, that answer was no longer good enough. And it's a sad day for Jurassic World Alive when the 2 best players leave the game. So as it stands for right now, I'm still here. I'm still going to be doing content. You can still find me on Twitch. You can follow me over on Twitter. But I have to say, I would not be surprised to see a lot more of the high level people leave the game. So if you think it's no big deal that the top 2 players have left, I think you're going to find out that it actually is a pretty big deal if the trend continues. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. I hope that Ludia addresses the situation. I've named 3 things that I can tell you right now need to be fixed immediately. And then the other thing that I didn't even go into, and I'm not going to go into, is the fact that even with this big update, the arena still has basically the same creatures. The big 2.0 update that was supposed to completely shake up the meta didn't really do a whole lot. But for now, that's all I've got for this one. And until next time.